Icy conditions caused some 50 crashes today in West Tennessee and Middle Tennessee. So this system is headed towards some parts of our viewing area. We have crews all across the Tennessee Valley keeping an eye on this winter mix. Cameron Taylor is in Grundy County. There at the top of your screen where snow has already started falling. You see Kate Smith there in the middle in Marion County, and Tanisha Cordell on the bottom right of your screen keeping an eye on how Hamilton County is getting ready.
First, we start with Paul Barris. He's in the Storm Alert Center tracking all of it for us. Paul, what's the temperature right now?
Temperature's already dropping into the 30s, upper 30s right now. It's going to be dropping, depending on exactly where you are in the city, upper 30s, in the 20s already as you go into the Cumberland Plateau. There are winter weather advisories. We used to call those many years ago traveler's advisories from Scottsboro and Jackson County through Marion County, Sequatchie, Bledsoe, on westward into Grundy, and also right in the Middle Tennessee. Van Buren County is under an advisory for tonight. That's because of some snow that's going to be moving our way. Now, if you're traveling east, you're not going to run into any problems generally. Most of it's going to be well off to the north and well off to the west of us. Looking at the radar now, if you just watch this over the past couple hours, you're going to be able to see that this area in pink, that's some sleet that's been moving through Huntsville, is actually moving towards Jackson County right now. And then off to the north, there's some snow and some light snow behind this little area of sleet in northeast Alabama. That's some of the stuff that's going to be moving our way. A lot of this is going to break apart because the energy is lifting off towards the north and to the east. We'll show you what we're thinking on Vipercast. Throughout the evening hours, some snow flurries will be possible. 7 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, that air is going to be coming out of the north at a pretty good clip. And it's going to be clearing off, too. We'll see partly cloudy skies probably at worst. And then coming up right through Sunday, the winds will die down a bit, but the cold air is definitely going to be moving in. So the weekend looks dry, but the weekend is going to be very cold. This evening could get a little dicey west of the city, but it would probably be after 8 or 9 o'clock tonight. I've got the complete 7-day forecast, and we'll go into this a little bit more, but most of us are going to be in fairly decent shape. 7-day coming up.
All right, Paul, thank you. TDOT officials are asking everyone to just stay inside and off the roads if possible.
Now, if you're headed west, take your time. Make sure you leave early so you can get to your destination. Cameron Taylor has been following the salt truck drivers throughout the day. Cameron, you're in Grundy County, and people who live around here sometimes wonder why Grundy County schools are the first to close. You're seeing it firsthand.
David, we have seen and felt it all here in Monteagle today. As you can tell, the wind is very strong. We have seen the rain, fog, and snow here today. And, you know, I-24 is a major interstate connecting people from Chattanooga to Nashville and beyond, and that's why TDOT crews are making sure drivers are safe tonight. Snow made its way to Monteagle. Laura Stroud saw it happen as she drove up the interstate.
I was just going north on 75, and it wasn't even snowing. I come and turn off this exit to get gas, and it's snowing. So that was a quick change.
Snow doesn't scare Stroud since she's from northern Illinois. She's on her way back home after making a trip to Florida. Now, before the snow started falling, drivers experienced rain and fog. That gave TDOT crews time to salt the interstate ahead of the freezing temperatures.
When it comes to, maintaining the roadways and keeping them safe, there's no bounds.
Tim Worley is the operations technician supervisor. He made sure all 5 TDOT trucks in Monteagle were full of salt to go up and down I-24. They typically can travel around 3 to 4 miles before needing to reload. When the roads freeze, Worley says it can sometimes call for calcium chloride to make the salt work faster.
It is very crucial to keep this open. So this is like I've heard the terms a major artery from here to, from Nashville to Chattanooga.
A major artery that has thousands of cars flowing through it each day. Help isn't too far away if TDOT crews stationed in Monteagle get overwhelmed since they're by the interstate. As for drivers, Stroud says she's going to take it easy.
I see where it said 6 to 10 inches. I'm just going to keep on booking. If I need to stop, I will.
And TDOT crews are prepared to work into the night. That's because we could see some slick conditions here from the rain and snow we've seen all day today here in Monteagle. And Channel 3's Kate Smith is standing by live in Marion County tonight. And Kate, tell us what the conditions are there.
Well, all is calm here in Marion County as of right now. About 45 minutes ago, you could see some flurries coming down, but I'm not seeing them anymore. Marion County is under a winter weather advisory until later this evening. The day started out pretty warm. It was around 60 degrees, and we just checked our news car, and it showed it was about 36 degrees. It's really windy out here. As you can see, the Nickajack Lake is really choppy, and it's super cold. Crews have been out prepping the roads for the winter weather. They've been using brine, salt, and gravel. And TDOT says that if you have to go out and travel, and for some reason you need assistance, say you get stuck or your car breaks down, you can call them by dialing star 847, and a Tennessee Highway Patrolman will come for your assistance, and that is star 847 if you are traveling on Tennessee highways. But for now, I'm live in Marion County. Kate Smith, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Kate, thank you. As Paul said earlier, we are not expecting much snow here in the city, but the temperatures are certainly dropping. Tanisha Cordell joins us live now. She's going to tell us about one local organization getting ready to help the homeless stay warm tonight. Tanisha, the Salvation Army?
Well, yeah, well, Cindy, and before I get to that, I have to mention we got a pretty nice snowfall or flurries coming down here on the mountain, and the wind, as Kate mentioned earlier, is definitely picking up. Now, the thing about those flurries here, it's not so much sticking to the ground. It's pretty much melting once it hits the hood, and I have an example right here. We spotted this truck that's for sale, and take a look at the hood here. I mean, this is not water. This is completely iced over. I mean, the snow is literally coming down, melting on the car, and freezing right where it stays. Again, this is just ice. I mean, I'm literally rubbing over it. It's pretty crazy. So again, it is extremely cold, and for that reason, shelters are opening up tonight as emergency cold shelters, including the Salvation Army. I'm told doors will open at 6. Now, we did speak to Marketing Director Kimberly George, who says the shelter does not operate or budget for these cold shelters, so they need your help. They operate on your help to provide services for those in need. And so some of the things they're looking for is donations of supplies like travel size toiletry items, gloves, coats, hats, snacks, coffees even. We have a full list of the rest of the items on our website, WRCBTV.com. Now, coming up at 5:30, I'll have more on how they're helping the overflow and other shelters in the area. For now, live on the mountain, Tanisha Cordell, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Tanisha. Winter weather hit Memphis around 3 a.m. The roads were extremely slick this morning. Lots of business and school closings. The Tennessee Department of Transportation in West Tennessee said they were unable to prepare the roads ahead of time because of rainfall yesterday. Now, they managed to get a small layer of salt between the rain and the freezing rain.
And we are looking at following this winter weather, I should say, for the next 24 hours, of course. Paul Barris and Nick Austin will continue to track the system tonight and in the morning right here on Channel 3.
Well, unfortunately, winter weather does not result in a break in crime. Overnight in Chattanooga, a would-be burglary turned into a person being shot and seeking help. It happened on North Crest Drive just before 11 a.m. When police arrived, they discovered the would-be burglar was the victim of a shooting and was trying to get help. We're told he's expected to be okay. Right now, officers are working to figure out exactly where this happened. If you have any information that may help the police, call the Chattanooga Police Department. Also, a Hamilton County school bus driver has been fired for leaving two children unattended on a school bus Tuesday. The driver was employed by Durham School Services. Two siblings were left alone for about an hour. Coming up on Live at 5:30, Hamilton County Superintendent Dr. Brian Johnson explains how this incident will change policies going forward.
For the first time, we are hearing from Sheriff Eric Watson about the felony charges he was accused of: failure to pay fees and taxes on vehicles he bought in Florida and later sold here in Tennessee. Now, those charges were dropped yesterday after the District Attorney General Jim Dunn said he would no longer proceed with the case. Over the last 18 months, the sheriff was investigated by multiple agencies, including the State Controller's Office and the TBI. During a news conference today, the sheriff says he never did anything wrong and is thankful he can finally put this behind him.
I have been subjected to rumors, innuendos, slander allegations, charges, and flat-out lies. I have said from the beginning, none of these are true, and I welcome the chance for the facts to be made public. knowing they would prove my innocence.
Coming up at 6, we'll have more from Sheriff Watson and why one Bradley County commissioner said he's disappointed the charges were dropped.
And still ahead, lawmakers react to what are being called vulgar words said by the president towards Haiti and Africa.